Okay, I'm Leah Chase, and I'm sitting here with Mr. McCash in Leah Chase Dining Room. And Mr. McCash is here kind enough to look at my art. You know what? Well, there was no place for African Americans to show in those days. You know, they didn't have in the galleries like we have today. People didn't have it in their galleries. So I would put it up in here so people could see it. And at first, even my customers didn't understand it. I started 1972, 72, like that. And I didn't know anything. I had posters. I had a wonderful poster by Jacob Lawrence. It was an exhibit he had at the museum. And you know, he, I think, was the first African American to have an exhibit in our museum. I don't know, I had about maybe 70, 75 pieces. Since I have all this work on these walls in here, African Americans start looking at it. They start looking at it and trying to get it. And now you can go in a lot of homes and you see African American art. Before they would look at it like, I don't want this. Like the two generations there, the Elizabeth Catlett, the two heads there. I love that piece, and that was one of the first pieces I got. Elizabeth sold me that piece for $300. Now you can't touch it for $3,000 maybe. And then when the artist talks to you, you get to feel him. You get to really know him by his work, you know. You could almost use it as a prayer. Can you understand? Do you think that? You could almost use it as a prayer, showing God how you appreciate what he's given you. And I always envy them for that, because I can't do that, you know. I can look at the clouds and look at things, but I couldn't put them on paper. I don't know how to do that. And I think that's a way of saying thank you for this. I appreciate it. Many things you can look at art for, and to me it's fun. And you know what makes me upset? When people come in here and say, oh, you have a lot of nice pictures. I don't like that. No, it's not a picture. It's somebody's work. It's an artist's thoughts. It's not a picture, you know. So, but they learn it's more than a picture, and it talks to you. So I tell people all the time what little I know. I don't care who did it. If it talks to you, that's what you should have. And that's what I try to have. Art that talks to me. Lunches on Tuesdays through Fridays from 11 to 3. And then in the next couple of weeks, I'll be ready for dinner and have it going. I better go to work. I owe so many people I can't afford to die, Mr. McCain.